with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News NOWCAST.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us on this Good Friday for tonight's edition of the Erie News NOWCAST. Celebrate Erie has been canceled for this summer. The city of Erie made the announcement saying it made the decision after months of discussion. Organizers cited changing event regulations and avoiding the spread of COVID-19 as their main reasons. Organizers say the risks are just too great to put on an event this year, and there are too many uncertainties. They say Celebrate Erie will be back next year, and the team plans to pull out all the stops. Celebrate Erie is expected to return in mid-August 2022. And around the region, more and more people continue to be vaccinated against the coronavirus. As the vaccine rollout continues, we wanted to see how it's gone so far across our region. So here's a look at how our region stacks up. Erie County is in blue, Crawford County is in orange, and Warren County is in green. The graph plots the number of fully vaccinated people over the last 2 months. You can clearly see that mass vaccine clinics in Erie and Crawford counties have had a serious impact over the last few weeks. And now, where does the rollout put us locally? More than 11,000 people became fully vaccinated over the last week in our region. According to the latest state data, more than 71,000 people have been fully vaccinated. Our region continues to outpace the state when it comes to vaccinating residents. As of today, Crawford County has vaccinated 21% of its residents, Erie has vaccinated 18%, and Warren has vaccinated 12%. The state has fully vaccinated nearly 250,000 people over the last week. And you can always find the latest COVID-19 facts and figures on our website, erienewsnow.com. And the Erie VA Medical Center has expanded vaccine eligibility to all veterans. They say that includes veterans not currently eligible or enrolled in VA care. Local VA centers are also extending eligibility to spouses, veteran caregivers, and people covered by the CHAMP VA program. You can call the local VA hospital to schedule a vaccine appointment. And you can add travel to the activities vaccinated Americans can now enjoy again. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention updated its guidance today. The new guidance says fully vaccinated people can travel within the U.S. without getting a COVID-19 test or going into quarantine. The CDC previously cautioned against unnecessary travel, even for vaccinated people. The agency says vaccinated people should still wear a mask and socially distance when traveling. For international travel, vaccinated people should still get a COVID-19 test before flying to the U.S. and be tested soon after returning. And it's been a long time coming for area restaurants struggling to stay afloat the past year because of the pandemic. And starting on Sunday, restaurants can have up to 75% capacity, can serve alcohol without the purchase of food, and can resume bar services. Today, I spoke to a couple of bar and restaurant managers and owners as they prepare for the restrictions lifting on April 4th, just 2 days away. John Gelati, who manages both Avanti's and Sid's Place, said now some restrictions are being lifted. He is very thankful. He can now have people sit at the bar at Sid's Place, and more tables will be added to both of his restaurants. He tells me that the restaurant industry has done everything right in the past year to prevent the spread of COVID-19, and he's happy that the restrictions are being lifted, but hopes that 100% capacity will be back in the near future.
I think the 75% we're going in the right direction. I hope that it goes to 100%. It's been quite a year. I look forward to maybe getting back to semi-normalcy.
I also spoke to a bar and restaurant owner whose business primarily relies on people sitting at the bar for a drink. We will hear from her tonight at 11. And as we head into Easter weekend, there seems to be a mixed message regarding whether people should gather with friends and family or stay at home. So tonight, we wanted to know if restaurants, churches, and other businesses expect to be busy this weekend. Our Isaac Petcash has the story.
You get the essence of what you want to project.
Finally, after what he says seems like decades, Jeff Hill and family will be celebrating Easter together under the same roof.
We had to cancel Christmas, we had to cancel Easter, we've had to cancel birthdays, so it feels really good this year that we can actually have the family in a grouping.
He's one of several residents and business owners who can't wait for the chance to celebrate the holiday with reduced restrictions.
At least we feel like you can actually do it, and there's going to be less chance of catching something.
Chris Sirianni is taking this weekend as an opportunity. He says his Union Station brewery has slowly started to come alive again. This weekend and the weeks that follow should keep that trend going, since the restaurant will be allowed to operate at 75% capacity.
It's a big step. It was probably a little bit overdue. We were hoping to get that a couple months ago, but we're comfortable with where we're at.
Getting to 75% will also loom large for Tony Ferraro at Dominic's Diner. Dominic's is not going to be open on Easter Sunday. Ferraro saying he wants to give himself and his staff a break considering the labor intensity of this pandemic. But he says when he reopens on Monday, he expects a full crowd, and even says he's planning on ordering more tables instead of having to take tables away.
In the terms of numbers, I mean, it's definitely looking like it's headed in the right direction. It's looking good, looking better than it did, that's for sure.
But there's a different message from national health leaders going into this weekend. Infectious disease expert Dr. Anthony Fauci saying on Face the Nation that he believes the loosening of restrictions is happening too quickly.
I believe it's premature, Margaret, because when I've said many times to you that when you're coming down from a big peak and you reach a point and start to plateau, once you stay at that plateau, you're really in danger of a surge coming up. And unfortunately, that's what we're starting to see.
So what will Erie look like on Easter Sunday? Will we see large crowds or small gatherings? Ferraro thinks it'll be a little bit of both. He just wishes people would get clear guidance rather than receive mixed messaging.
They're saying one thing, the local government's saying another thing, you know, and I think you just got to kind of find that happy medium in the middle there and just do what you feel is right.
Thanks, Isaac. And many parents are looking ahead to summer and hoping to enroll their kids in fun and educational camps. The YMCA says camps will look a lot like last year, but the critical issue right now is hiring staff to make camp even possible. Earlier this week, the CDC and the American Camping Association put out guidance for camps this summer. That guidance is 75% capacity limits and mask wearing for children ages 2 and older. YMCA Vice President Tammy Roach says they've been busy preparing for camp and parents can expect it to look a lot like last year. Registration opens soon, but Roach says all children will be put on a wait list, and the number of kids allowed at camp really depends on the number of staff that they're able to hire.
We have 50 openings in our child care and school age program, and that's currently, and as we ramp up for summer camp, those numbers are only going to increase. So to the capacity that we're able to accept children into summer camp and not have them on a wait list is 100% contingent upon our ability to hire staff.
Registration begins on Monday for camps at the YMCA for this summer. And as we head into Easter weekend, we are seeing the return of those kid-focused Easter egg hunts. Several are scheduled for tomorrow, including the Erie Zoo's annual Egg Venture. They want you to buy tickets online. Zoo leaders say families can take part in a contact-free scavenger egg hunt, searching for clues and learning new facts about the zoo animals. It goes from 10 to 3:30 tomorrow. The Girard Alliance Church, Erie's Wesley Center, and the Federated Church in Springfield are just some of the other spots where they're planning Easter egg hunts for tomorrow. Well, thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.